guys? Our wrestling podcast back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious along with Jess, the Total Package, Craig, the British Bulldog, and Cuz, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry, just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Someone feed me today's topic.
Forgotten Titles 2.
Oh, we really forgot about all of his titles, yeah. Nice. Forgotten Titles 2. For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Studio, and Google Podcast. Or watch our videos on YouTube at Our Wrestling Channel. On social media, give us a follow, please, on Instagram or Twitter at O.W.P 2019. Or you can catch us on Facebook at Our Wrestling Podcast. Craig, you ready for some Forgotten Titles?
The topic's so nice, we did it twice. Forgotten Titles 2, another round of some you remember, some kind of that faded away, some that had a great run while they were there, and some still a bit of a head scratcher why they were even came into fruition. But I do like this topic. It's a nice little nostalgic look, and it's one of those like, oh, that's right, and this guy was this guy in the run, and
reminds you of wrestlers, certain wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the looks of these forgotten titles, I like the belt designs on them a lot. Some of the
greatest six-man champion, brother.
Like the one behind me, the six-man that Conrad Thompson, I love you for that, is looking for. Yeah. He's looking for a ring-worn six-man. I believe it's NWA, but I don't know if he has the WCW version, which is behind me.
But is he right in that decision?
Conrad, hit me up. Not because I have a title, just hit me up so you can fucking put a podcast on your network and we can get rich and famous and shit. So
wow.
Well, chat me up as well.
Chat me up. All right. Thanks, Conrad, for that. Thank you.
Yeah, when he's with Bischoff, Conrad, you should not do that. Not a great idea. Not.
Speaking of which, we're gonna get into this kind of forgotten. Like, why did they have this championship? I know it looks good behind you, Jess, but NWA/WCW six-man tag team championship. Roy McClarty, Pat O'Connor, and Yukon Eric were the first NWA six-man tag team champions, crowned on May 6th of 1955. Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors held those titles on two different occasions, totaling 646 days. George Julius held the title on 13 different occaes.
George Julius.
And that's not impressive, by the way, because I think what happened was back in these territory days, like these are six-man tag team champions, meaning three wrestlers. There was no three wrestlers like LOD's a tag team, right? They match, whatever.
And
tag
you just add somebody else to it.
A six-man would always like tack a third person on or be three completely different people. So I think people just kept leaving the poor territory on him and stuff. So they'd strip the titles and he would find two more partners and be like, I'll wrestle with you guys. And they win it again. So you hear 13, you're like, wow, not so impressive when you think that he basically just got stripped every time of the titles because
it's only a 6-year span between 74 and 80 as well. Yeah. So the final champions were Richard Morton, Thomas Rich, and Terry Taylor. Those belts were deactivated on December 4th of 1991. I don't understand why you call it a six-man tag when it's three people. Should have been a three-man tag team championship, but I know six people wrestle for it, but there's a lot of issues going on here.
I don't know because like tag team titles are tag team.
We don't call it a four-man team championship.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the official ruling should be on that.
Oh, that 1955 was a weird year. 1955. That's a long time, right?
It's always six men competing in a tag match,
But it's called a six-man match, so I guess
it is. Yeah, six-man tag team champion.
You're a real son of a bitch, Dave. I just want to say
that. But I see where you're coming.
It brings a whole set of issues, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, should we just do an episode on that then? Let's debate it. Let's just have an episode.
They call it an 8-man tag if it's 4-on-4.
Following contest, it is for the WCW World Six-Man Tag Team Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing, first, ladies and gentlemen, from the North Woods, weighing 275 pounds, Big Josh. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 251 pounds, the Z-Man. And from Austin, Texas, 261 pounds, the Natural, Dusty Austin Rose.
Fans, while we have a moment, I want to remind you that next Saturday night on WCW.
Yeah, I'm almost.
That's true. No, yeah, you're right. They don't call it an 8, or they don't call it a 4-man tag.
Listen, we're all right in the long run. Can we all agree on that? We're all right.
We're all right and wrong. It depends on how you look at it.
But I always credited
Damn it,
NWA
Dave, now
slash
my mind's
WCW with this too, because I was a big fan of the WCW United States champions, tag team champions, excuse me, or
That's
the
okay.
NWA United States. I like that stuff. So yeah, the 6-man went a
I
little
don't
bit
mind
far.
that.
The 6-man went a little bit far, but I always enjoyed NWA slash WCW's attempt at trying to expand titles
Tag
and stuff
teams,
like
yeah.
that. So I have to say I like the 6-man titles, even though it's kind of crazy. When you really look at the lineage, it's sort of ridiculous. Like when you think about
it's
it.
like
Most
it
of
takes
the
6 years
champions would
off,
just
7 years off.
Right, yeah,
God, Dave,
exactly.
God
Like
damn
the
it.
champions would hold them for like 4 years because they just know we're not going to defend them. That's just what we're not going to do. And
Still thinking about it.
Weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. Actually, the 6-man tag, I don't know if you guys knew this, but this is actually true. It was a 40-year angle only just to have the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes split up.
Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, part of the World 6-Man Champions with Dusty Rhodes, and also looking to get the World Tag Team titles, I'm sure.
That's right, Tony Schiavone. Anytime Paul Jones wants to get his 2 boys to sign the dotted line against the Warriors, we'll go for the World Tag Team Championship. Now, Vladimir Pietrov, you're a big boy. You just saw what Nikita Koloff is made of. Nikita has got a bat on his hands, but I think he can handle the situation.
I was
that's
gonna
kind of
put,
the
I
only-
was gonna put alternative spin of reality on it. It was whatever great tag team followed by someone's son that's in the business was gonna be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's why they had these.
That's the biggest thing I think I remember is, I guess,
And
Road Warriors turning
Can
on
I say
Dusty
this
with
too?
it.
So
You can say whatever you want.
after a certain point in history, how come the Freebirds weren't the greatest 6-man tag team titles?
Right.
Because
Oh my
when they
God.
were tag
Right.
team
Of
champions,
course.
That's actually,
when they were tag team champions, they made Freebird rules, meaning they took their third partner and they switched them out. So you'd think the 6-man tag team titles, like the Freebirds would own. I think they only won them once with Bad Street, right?
That's
Because the
hilarious.
Freebirds were like, fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
You would think they would own these titles. They're like, we're too good for that. Do.
we don't need it. Do.
That's it. That's the answer.
No, yeah, come on.
Hardy's
let's-
getting
let's
a-
Linda.
Let's do onto the next topic.
Wait a minute,
Here. We
wait a
got the WWF
Wait a minute.
European Championship, which I think holds a little more
concrete.
nostalgia.
Did you say European Championship?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fucking
Are you
say.
trying to
I'm
piss me off?
peeing on Linda. I'm a peeing on Linda.
Anyway, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, was crowned the first
All right,
European champion by winning a tournament held in Germany. He defeated Owen Hart in the finals on February 26th of 1997. Craig, what do you have to say about that?
That's a great match. Go back and watch that. It
You
was
should
great.
watch that back.
Shoulder to tie. He got him. It's finally over. Unbelievable. What a matchup.
You're not going to find athleticism anywhere like this, except in the World Wrestling Federation, and give credit to both competitors. What a match.
And he had a long reign of 200 something days, longest overall reign, and he held it until Shawn Michaels wanted to take it from him. So
Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't. That's why I don't want to. I realized. No, I don't want to talk about it.
You're just mad. Just-
Yeah, no, fuck Shawn Michaels. I don't want to fucking
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it. It's a horrible
AK
actually.
Legacy coming soon.
Smith would only hold the title twice, but he does have the total combined days of 253 at the top.
Good.
D'Lo Brown and William Regal are tied for the most reigns with 4 each. That's horrifying. Matt Hardy
Regal?
has the longest. No, William Regal's fine. I have a problem with D'Lo Brown. Matt Hardy has the longest single reign of 125 days. The title was unified with the Intercontinental Championship on July 22nd of 2002 when Jeff Hardy lost the title to RVD. That was the correct
Bro.
Intercontinental Champion,
Yep.
causing that title to be
He-
deactivated.
He beat
That's a
Regal in
pretty
a great
brutal
match
ladder
at
match.
WrestleMania for that Intercontinental title.
Yeah,
For them to have that unification match there.
that's fun stuff though. I don't know. The European Championship holds a little more weight than the previous one.
So in the UK,
I do love the European.
he somehow talked Vince in to allowing him to beat Davey Boy for the title. When
Are you still on
Boy's-
Shawn Michaels right now? You're still
when
on Shawn Michaels.
Davey
Yeah.
Boys
no,
When-
let him finish.
when
Dave, we
Davey
never
Boy
interrupt you, Dave. Let Jess finish. We never
Yeah.
interrupt you, Dave.
Enough from you, Dave.
Well, he said I want to make sure the fans know what you're talking about.
Shut your mouth quick. Shut up quick.
Quick.
So listen to me.
Well, I told Vince.
There it is. We got
Listen
it.
to me.
We got it in there.
I told
He-
Vince, why 6 man? Why not 3 man? By the way, want to make me the European champion?
Sean somehow convinced Vince in the UK to beat the British Bulldog for the European Championship with Davey Boy's sick and dying sister in the front row.
Come on, bro.
Because-
People, we get fans that write us and go, when are you going to do with Shawn Michaels' legacy? I don't know. When I pull it out of my ass, that's when I'm going to do it because he was a cocksucker.
'Cause that's where
I
he
know
belongs.
I know the second part of Shawn Michaels' career. People praise him for it because he actually he was good at really being fake at this point, and he was putting people over. And he did his job in the ring, which he should have done the first time. But his first run before WrestleMania 14, he was such a fucking cocksmoker. And oh my God. What did he have over Vince? Did Vince owe him money?
Play me some hot garbage.
How the fuck did Shawn Michaels get away with so much of the crimes that he committed? Like he would talk to Vince and Vince.
Don't even get me
It
started.
makes
Your
sense.
dick, I was smoking Vince.
We
That's what I've
flew
been telling
Davey
you.
Boy's family out here and his sick dying sister. And you know what, Sean? It somehow makes sense that you beat him. Yeah. Like, what the
Or
fuck?
did Davey Boy never stand up for himself and be like, well, I mean, I don't really agree with it, but
what are you
I
gonna
think
do,
it's
Sean? You know,
I think
I got
Dave's
cancer
like,
this
is
title,
the check the same?
It couldn't have waited. It couldn't have waited a couple days later when they were on Raw, and you could just beat him on Raw. I don't mind the storyline of Michaels beating Bulldog. That's not. But in England with dying sister, what are we doing
So
here
stupid.
with our lives? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
No?
I'm on a
Craig?
podcast about forgotten titles, and I'm asking,
Of all people, Craig, am I wrong?
At least he had the longest reign, right?
yeah.
He had
And
the
there's
longest
Well,
a-
at
reign
least, yeah.
next to Regal.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what
who was
Vince
also
told him too
European.
after he lost it in England.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you have the longest
was-
reign,
You have the
pal.
longest reign. I'm going to let you win it when you come back from WCW. Shut up. In a
Shawn
couple
Michaels
of
will
years,
still be in the top 10. But
Not
gonna
so many
screw Brett
Europeans
later.
won it. It was either Regal or Bulldog, but everyone else, there's a lot of people that held this title from 1, 2, 3 Kid to Regal to everyone had a little shot at this.
They had their dip in the sauce. if you
I'm
will.
surprised it's never come back either. It's considering WWF wants to be so global. Like when it went away, didn't it? Or did they ever try to bring it back?
They-
Yeah. No, I don't believe so. No.
they could do it in NXT since they have NXT UK and they're going to have
That's a
all
good
these
Yeah.
other different countries and everything or different areas.
Oh, that's
over
true.
there.
Yeah,
They
that's
could.
true.
That'd be
Do
good.
you know
idea.
who's going to do it first, though?
Speaking of titles that
AEW,
could be brought
because they just
back
do a
or-
bunch of stupid shit.
Oh my God.
There you go. But speaking of stuff that could be brought back or might make sense, for some reason to me a light heavyweight championship makes a lot of sense in the realm of wrestling, and WWF had one. This title was created in 1981 mainly to promote a
was
business
good.
partnership with Mexico,
For a little bit.
the UWA. The first champion was Pedro Aguayo, winning the title in a tournament final on March 26th of 1981. The UWA folded in 95, so the WWE went into partnership with the New Japan Pro Wrestling promotion to take that title into Japan. In 96, the title became part of New Japan Pro Wrestling J-Crown. And then, this is a hard one to follow.
That
in
was when, and
97.
by the way, that was when we started seeing Ultimo Dragon on WCW television. Remember when he had
On
like
a
fucking
regular
30
basis.
titles on him? One of them was, and people would noted it too. I think Meltzer obviously
Like,
noted
wow,
it
it's
on
a
the Observer.
WWF title.
He was like, "That's the
technically.
WWF Light Heavyweight Championship." So back then, we had no idea
Oh,
that
wow.
Ultimo Dragon came on WCW Nitro with the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. It was part of the J Crown Championship.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly right. In 97, due to those trademark issues, New Japan Pro Wrestling gave the title back to WWF. Probably because of what you just talked about, Jess.
It's on where?
It's on,
What? It's on Nitro.
You're fired.
We still have it.
On December 7th of 97, the WWF held a tournament final at In Your House D-Generation X to crown a new champion. Michinoku
Michinoku.
defeated Brian Christopher to win the title
Takamiku no
at that time. And then Villanova 3 had the longest reign of this particular championship with 2,040 days. That's not a typo. He was tied with Perro Aguirre for most reigns with 7 each. The title was deactivated on March 8th of 2002 with X-Pac being the final holder. Well, that's how I want it to go down, with X-Pac being the final holder. That's
He was a good champ. How dare you?
And the
Gilbert
reason
was
why
the best,
they brought
though,
it
in that
back when they brought it back when Taka Mikinoku won it, Mikinoku. There we go. I couldn't.
Mikinoku, sorry.
Mikinoku driver. Come on.
Whenever he he was good. He was really talented.
He was great.
When they first signed him in WWF, they made a big deal about signing him. This was all a result of the success of the WCW Cruiserweight Championship, by the way, which was brought back in like late '95, early '96, and really before the NWO was one of the sparks that brought WCW to the forefront. It really helped WCW get up there. WCW was very competitive with WWF in '96 because of the Cruiserweight division before Hall and Nash debuted. So like it was a big deal, and so they saw the success over there in WWF, and he's like, "Where Ultimo Dragon had our fucking title? Where is it?" And so they got it back over there, and then like they put it, but it never worked. It's odd.
Kind of cow.
And even after they bought WCW and they tried to merge the WCW Cruiserweight with the light heavyweight, they never. And even recently, when the network started, they had the old Cruiserweight Classic and they had the old Cruiserweight television show every week on the network. It never worked. Like WWF of all people Vince does not know what to do with cruiserweights. I don't know why, or light heavyweights, whatever you want to call them. WCW, they fucking I don't know what they did. I mean, you could cite the talent, right? But you can't say right now, today, there's not talented cruiserweights because there fucking is. Like they're all amazing. But like back then, I think WCW just struck hot iron with bringing in Mysterio, Guerrero, Jericho, Benoit. Like the Luchas, like
Saturn,
Hooventude, Saturn, Hooventude, like all those guys too. What else? I mean, they brought a ton of Luchas in. Yeah, Psychosis. Yes, thank you very much. Psychosis and Ray had legendary feuds in Mexico. So they brought him over. So I think that was part of the reason why is WCW was always very connected with New Japan and Mexico. And I think they were never afraid to bring those talent over and feature them. And I think that's what, and Bischoff, a lot of people don't give Bischoff credit because, you never pushed Mysterio to the top. You never pushed so-and-so. But he pushed him in general to the United States audience, which nobody had done before. So Bischoff
I'd never seen Mysterio until then.
Yeah. So WWF, for the one thing that WWF was always behind the 8 ball on was for some reason their lightweight or cruiserweight division.
You could argue that
Jess?
You can argue that Mr.
Jess,
I'm sorry,
Dave. I gotta say, you say it all the time in the episodes. Vince doesn't know what he's doing. If you look at the talent, after in that later, when the WWF title light heavyweight championship came back, you look at the talent, other than Gilbert, of course, which
right.
I love Gilbert.
Right.
It's not that Vince didn't know what he was doing. He just didn't give a shit. There's no way. Come on, with that talent, how could you not say, "Hey, Pat, book the matches, give him some great classic light heavyweight title matches, or light heavyweight division matches, whatever."
No, you're right on that.
He just didn't give a shit.
Dean Malenko won this belt towards the end, right? Like, it was never comparable to that division. Poor Taka was like responsible for having to like force and build this whole this belt. It just couldn't do it. It was a cruiserweight match was never.
Vince was the guy.
Dean Malenko setting him up with a Texas cloverleaf. He's got it locked in, and it's over. Dean Malenko as Taka Michinoku taps out.
Your winner and still World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Champion, Dean Malenko.
I'm going to tell you, Malenko may be the greatest light heavyweight champion we've ever had here in the WWF.
Speaking of cruiserweights, how about a WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship?
Look at that.
Whoa.
That gorgeous belt you saw for fucking 2 days.
Look at that. That looks good. In February of 2001, WCW decided to create a WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship. A tournament was held to determine tournament. I love it. The first champions with the finals taking place at WCW Greed pay-per-view.
Oh God!
On March 18th of 2001.
The party.
So they just named their pay-per-views after sins. It's fucking stupid.
The whole plan in 2001 was every not major one like Super Brawl was going to be a thing and all that, but their sub pay-per-views like kind of what No Way Out was for WWF and all that, and No Mercy and all that. It was going to be the 7 deadly sins throughout the year. They're gonna do greed.
Oh.
They did greed and sin. They were gonna do gluttony. They were gonna do a bunch, all the other ones or whatever.
Did
And
you
in
guys
the middle
check
was-
out?
I
Just check out WCW Avarice fucking last night.
WCW Gluttony on pay
Yeah,
per
what are they? It
view.
was gonna be a food eating match,
WCW
like on Gluttony.
Adultery, the all-women show.
I was gonna say
And the main event, a gluttonous
WCW
match for the WCW Championship. Jeff Jarrett and Kevin Nash will eat pasta for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I just feel like
WCW
Jesus.
hours.
Dude.
So yeah, that was the plan. So sorry, Dave. Keep talking.
No,
about
that's
this
I
awful
love
title.
that. I did not know that. I should know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I know they
That's
were
so
going
funny.
to.
Does not surprise me.
WCW stealing the show. Stealing the spotlight, brother.
I was thinking of 7 before Craig even said it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
perfect. What's in the box?
No, brother. I was
I
reading
just
the
imagine
Bible
Kevin
last
Nash
night.
doing it too. What's in the box? Come on! Like Kevin Nash was fucking trying to
Yeah.
ham it up and be funny and stupid.
Kill your neighbor. Extreme.
Kid Romeo and Elix Skipper became the first
All right,
champions
all right.
by defeating Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman. That should be reversed. I swear to God, that's
It ended up being reversed. Calm down. You have to create drama, Dave. Everybody knows that.
but like I don't know why.
And by the way, Elix Skipper, super underrated. I love
Elix Skipper.
He was awesome.
Elix Skipper.
Elix Skipper. His theme
give me
was
some
great,
Elix
too.
Skipper. The title
Skipper?
only
Elix
lasted
Skipper.
8 days.
They gave up because his theme music is literally just his name repeated over and over. Elix
Yeah.
Skipper. Elix Skipper.
He was
Billy
funny. He was a
Kidman?
part of,
Billy
he was a part
Kidman.
of Team Canada. Elix Skipper was super talented. I liked him.
Yeah, he was.
On March 26, 2001, Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio won the titles on the
I told
final
you.
Monday Nitro. At the end of the evening, it was announced that WWF had purchased WCW, thus discontinuing the championship, which makes it so unknown. Even though
Yeah, buddy. Could be the Kid Crusher, yes! Face first goes prime time. Kevin makes the cover. Could it be it? Yes!
We've got new Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. You gotta mark them down. Now there's 2. And when we go out, the Cruiserweight Tag Team belts will around the waist of the filthy animals, Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio Jr.
even though it looks pretty good, I swear it's very Top Gun-esque behind Craig.
No, people forget that WCW they did. I thought it lasted longer. I mean, they started the tournament a little bit earlier that year before
Sure.
the tournament finals, like
Makes
a couple
sense.
weeks before on Nitro in Thunder. But yeah, like I was kind of excited because I loved the bread and butter of WCW for a while was their cruiserweight division. So I was happy that they made a cruiserweight tag team titles. But yeah, like it lasted like literally 2 months and there's only 2 champions. And then it was discontinued because they went out of business and Vince bought WCW. It's great shit.
So guys, I'm gonna throw it at you real quick. If there was of these 4 titles we just talked about that were forgotten, what's the one you would love to see back?
Oh,
Anywhere. Don't worry about where. Just what would you like to see back?
6-man, just kidding.
Oh my.
There's enough guys where a 6-man could maybe be relevant. Like there's.
I mean, there
sorry,
is.
I said that immediately.
And
I doubt it.
WWE,
Like I was like, as soon as it left my mouth, I was
But
like, "Shut up!" Like
WWE
feel
could
like-
do it. They would have to just do it across all brands. The 6-man.
I
seriously,
would say
like-
we talked about it earlier. European.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably
They
that
do it in
they could
NXT.
fit, like because they're doing so many different things. Well, I mean, but NXT they have the NXT European champion, don't they? Or the NXT?
No, the
I
North
have,
American.
I have a weird. I have
North
a weird
American?
one where.
Well, but they have the NXT UK champion too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's but it's in
already.
a separate promotion. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
bring the European back because they're going to add more NXT territories in different parts of Europe and all these other
Yeah,
countries.
Okay.
So why not do
Yeah.
that? And then
Yeah.
NXT itself has Finn Balor and a couple other European,
I
guys
think
from Europe.
you can give it to Walter and have him hold it for 6 years. Just
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
tell people.
Why not?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Bring
fun.
back the hardcore title then. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
yeah.
Even though we didn't mention
Yep.
that one. But.
There you go. For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify,
That's for part 3,
SoundCloud,
cuz,
iHeartRadio,
goddammit.
Stitcher, or Google
Yeah.
Podcasts.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Or watch our videos on YouTube at our wrestling channel. On social media, give us a follow, please, in spite of calls. On Instagram,
Give this video a thumbs up, guys. Give it a thumbs up there,
OW2019, or catch us on Facebook at Our Wrestling Podcast. This is Dave, Jess, Cousin Craig with the OWP signing off. Have a good one.
Don't forget the audio version only is good to listen in your car.
Yeah.